Everything is just fine. I hope it stays that way. What are you doing here at Kuttenberg?
That's a good question. Yost thinks I'm his spy.
You're not.
I gave him some information before I had to go into hiding, but it's complicated. Yost thinks, quite foolishly I might say, that he'll be able to make a deal with Sigismund.
You don't believe Job's plan will work?
Trusting your own plan tends to be a big mistake. It's better to assume something will go wrong. That's why I always have at least 2 plans, and the backup includes all of Sigismund's opponents. The city is full to the brim with them. Nearly every noble house has lost some property to him. They can't do much on their own. But if they join forces, now that could make a difference.
Why are the Jews helping you?
Because I asked them to. Most Christians avoid Jews. They probably wouldn't even think of looking for something or someone here. Besides, the local Jewish community have no love for Sigismund or von Berghoff, so I don't have to worry about someone ratting me out.
They know von Berghoff.
Sadly, they do. Von Berghoff instigated a pogrom in Prague. Not long ago, our new king gave him his blessing. Those who survived fled here or to Collie.
Why would he need convincing? You said he had had a serious quarrel with Sigismund.
Sigismund has made many enemies in Kuttenberg. He kicked off important burghers from the council, confiscated patricians' property, and imposed taxes and duties on them. But he's not stupid. He hasn't completely beggared anyone, so they'd still have a lot to lose if they confronted him directly.
It just made them fear him.
I'd rather call it caution, but you're essentially right. It's complicated. This isn't chess. The lords aren't all black or white. Each of them has their own interests. Just because they can't stomach Sigismund doesn't mean they'll side with us.
So you're sending me there to find out where he stands?
You could say that. I suspect he might be inclined to ally with us, but as I said, nothing is certain. If it works out, it will be a great accomplishment. Kunzlin was respected among the former councillors.
couldn't talk. I'm sorry.
bit longer without food. It's got to be.
Grumpy.
Sticking up your bum.
Genius. It's hard to believe you're still single.
I'm sorry.
Organizing another collection for repairs to the fortifications.
Are they out of their bloody mind? Where are you?
Chip. I'd like to do something.
I can you, sir, and come again.
Huh?
Glad you found what you were looking for.
I apologize. Greetings to you.
God grant you health.
구텐베르크는 진짜 넓다.
They look like angels on the outside, soft, gentle, and well-formed, enough to turn even an honest man's head. But under,
hope you find what you're looking.
Show me you.
Friend? Aye, up to enough, sir. I need to pay the tithe and give something to the church.
Age is still St. Wenceslas Day, and they don't collect tithes before then.
Have you got any ideas?
Well, if I did, I wouldn't leave it to the last moment this year.
I've got to go.
I'm sorry.
Eating, Sonny.
What do you?
Nothing to your liking, sir.
Hail. I'm sorry?
You came straight to mind.
Pavel,
That I am.
when I asked where I should go in this city.
You've come to the right place.
Very far, Goodman.
Mine has an unusual ingredient.
Saxony, Bavaria, and so on. The German states, basically.
Wonderful. It'd be nice to have some.
An invitation.
Well, good man. Ah,
I know.
Excellent.
so,
Hints of additional.
right, a rare flavour and colour to it. It's essentially light wine. I like it because it's suitable for many occasions. When I don't know what to serve, I pull out Arabian Light. My father-in-law loves it. He'll be a pleasant 70 years old this year, so I'm giving him a few casks to make his old age a little merrier.
That's very kind of you.
There's nothing but misers in this town. They wouldn't think twice about taking their own mother's last piece of bread. I'm not like that. Do I have money? Of course. I don't hoard it.
You're treating me to this wine. You're a real Samaritan, and like it says in the Bible, you give drink to the thirsty.
Anyway, let's have a cup of something else.
I thought exactly.
What shall we? Ah, I know. Let's have some red. How about a young Blaufränkisch from Austria? Or as we call it in Bohemia, Blue Frankovka.
From you, Goodman, anything. Pour away.
Quite a decent vintage.
I'm getting notes of black currants. The colour is dark, almost purple, but as it should be.
Yes, the colour enchants me every time. Almost like drinking from an inkwell.
Oh, never drunk it.
You
Would you recommend it?
My grandfather used to say, you won't know till you've tried it. He lived and died by that saying.
Uh-huh. What happened to him?
Well, the poor fella suffered from ulcers. So one day, true to his favourite saying, he tried drinking spirits to cure himself. Burn the canker, he said.
To your grandfather and his contribution to advancing the knowledge of medicine.
You said you spent time in the German lands. What wine do the local connoisseurs rate highest?
왠지 이런 느낌인데.
Anything from the Steinberger vineyard in Aberbach Abbey. It's the largest vineyard in the Holy Empire. It's admirable how they have everything so organized, precise, and measured. Truly a joy to behold.
Yes, I have something from the local monastery as well. We should taste it. Well then, let's move on to the next one. After all that quality stuff, let's refresh ourselves with something simpler. Would you like a Hippocrates?
Certainly. The better ones will go straight to our heads. And I'll admit, I do like it from time to time.
Nothing to be ashamed of. It's not easy to make a good Hippocrates. Mine has an unusual ingredient in it. Let's see if you can tell me what it is.
Good Hippocrates. Well spiced. It's so strong I can't even recognize your special ingredient.
It's mint. Right from my
아씨 민트만 생각하고 있었는데.
freshness, so to speak. But there's something missing, wouldn't you say? It seems a bit bland to me. The court must have forgotten something.
추 생강?
Maybe anise?
No, not anise. I don't think anyone wants that.
아니스가 뭔지도 몰라.
I know. Ginger, of course. She told me there wasn't any at the market. After that Hippocrates, we should have something more high class. I've got a rare Hungarian wine from Ega. Very strong and very sweet.
Bring it on. This is no time for weak wine.
My thoughts exactly. So what do you think? Good, isn't it?
Very good and very red. Besides that, it has a sort of raised taste at the end of the tongue.
Raised taste? What do you mean?
It's hard to explain. It really is very red.
As anyone can see at first glance. What will you tell me next? The sky is blue.
Mad, isn't it?
I drank this particular wine from Ega at a banquet held to celebrate the new city council. Hungarian government, Hungarian wine, and Hungarian delicacies. I was so looking forward to enjoying some nice Hungarian sausages or pate. But I ended up leaving disappointed.
How so?
They started bringing out melons, apples, plums, and all sorts of other fruit. And finally, they served fish. I don't eat fish, and fruit makes me burp. So I went hungry out of feast.
Sorry you're disappointed, but I think they chose the food well.
Really?
I have to refer to Galen for his wisdom. Fish and fruit are foods with a cold essence. For that reason, they should all be balanced out with a warm wine, which this exquisite Hungarian surely is, because it's sweet, strong.
Very well. The fish, I can understand. It lives in the water. But fruit ripens in the sun. Why is it considered cold?
Well, it's not so much about the sun. According to Galen, fruit is cold by nature, because blood has never flowed through it.
Thanks for the explanation. I've heard these rules before, but nobody explained them as well as you just did. Oh, forget Galen. I'd still rather have a nice duck patty with my head.
Of course. The main thing is what suits your palate.
Well, that's Hungary checked off the list. What's next?
How about something local? I noticed there were vineyards in Kuttenberg.
But of course, we have vineyards and grapes from Burgundy. that Emperor Charles
그러군요.
himself
프랑스.
The local vineyards grow some fine grapes, but they're still learning everything that comes after that. Local stuff, it's like they flavor it with all sorts of shit, or leave it for vinegar.
Don't tell me you don't have a drop of anything local that would be worth trying.
Well, there's the monastery secret, a wine from the Sedlex monastery. My cousin Jerome is the custodian of the monastery vineyard.
Why is it called secret?
Taste it, and you'll see.
Interesting. There's no trace of any flavour that shouldn't be there. Neither honey nor spices. Just the pure taste of wine. But there is something to it. Something I don't recognise.
That's it, good man.
Is that the secret?
Exactly.
The months and a secret ingredient to the wine.
A secret ingredient? How do you know that?
Like I said, my cousin Jerome is the custodian of the monastery vineyard. Handle their supply. Sometimes I bring food for the workers, new barrels, tools and the like. And from time to time, I bring them a sealed crate which smells peculiar. Jerome didn't want to tell me what's in it. But when I insisted, he told me it's some kind of incense they burn in the barrels.
Really? Never heard of such a thing.
Neither have I. But like I said, the chest was sealed and the whole thing is shrouded in secrecy.
A real monastery secret? What should we drink next?
I'm glad you like my wine. That's enough tasting for today. After all, I have offered you everything worth trying, and now the wine is starting to go to my head. But you're welcome to stay in my tavern as long as you like. I have to say, I really enjoyed our chat. It's rare to meet someone who really understands wine.
I enjoyed your company a lot too. Nevertheless, I won't keep you, Goodman, and I'll bid you farewell.
Farewell. And if you decide to extend your stay in Kuttenberg, stop by for a drink again.
Definitely. God be with you.
Are they out of their bloody minds?
They had two collections just like it already.
And there are still holes in them.
잠 어디서 자냐?
It happens. Just watch where you're going.
That's good.
Sehr gut, I can agree. Okay. Das war ein gutes Geschäft, mein Herr. I'll have a look at the ware.
fountain. Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
Please, good man. I need some help.
Sure. What is it you need?
Tell me then, what I can't find it for the life of me. Be damned.
What are you looking for?
The statue.
Where did you put it?
Somewhere around here, my stomach started. There was nothing in
Mine is.
I'm an idiot. Don't find it. One jewelry took fortunes.
So you're some kind of.
Ah, some simplings having down the way.
Tell her.
Try taking a good look around. If someone took it, they can't be far.
You're right. Thanks, Levi. I'll be with you.
Good luck.
Lose it?
No. You robbed. You robbed me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Give it back. Right now. Or I'll.
All right, all right. Yeah, no hard feelings, eh?
Consider yourself lucky. Don't try that shit again. Is that clear? Never again.
Here is that.
개념이 없네.
Excuse me.
True, you've always had my back, and you never betrayed me. Of course not.
I apologize.
야, 진짜 넓다.
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mind. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Mabishov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, Your head will be on the chopping block.
Seize that traitor!
Not another step.
You'll get yours too, Turtle Dove.
What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the royal mint master!
조폐국장 한 명만 노린다. 이길 수 있다면 바로 조폐국장 한 명만 다 가져와서 잘 패 거야.
They gave me a going over. Good thing you should have. It's just a...
Papa,
I'm all right. What the hell
I
was...
saved your life. Didn't you notice?
Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so...
Should I get rid of
Absolutely not. We'll call the guard. Ulrich Bavark and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young criminal, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? Why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Scallops.
Pleased to meet you. Constable Rutard. And this feisty creature is my...
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can. How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt if the new master would have been able to do anything about it. Hey, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
I might have just saved your life.
That's true. And for that, you surely deserve a reward. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. What if somebody finds out?
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have years here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what I'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Bavark's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is it anyway?
Ulrich Bavark von Neuhaus. The new mint master appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad. As long as Bavark is around, my hands are tied.
Let's get rid of Baba. He must have some weakness, right?
There may be one. It's obvious Baba is getting richer than his office wants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even used it to mint counterfeit groschen using fake data. Find out. He'd have him executed at once, regardless of his noble blood.
But you need evidence to make such an accusation, right?
Exactly.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint. And we have to find out where.
Find out. But how? They don't let Chip anyway into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally, my friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the mint master's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the mint master himself, but because of Baba, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates we do.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about this. He'd welcome any dirty pig on the Baba, just as much as I would. Go to him and ask for help on my behalf. I'm sure he'll accommodate you. I'll help you free Lord Cabon in exchange for evidence of Baba's fraud. That's fair, isn't it?
Right? Here, I've already met Peter at Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. I'm Christian Porsche at the estate near the mines. Tell him the password. Via Argentu, the Baba's silver. You know who he's dealing with, but be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Baba.
We'll be praying.
Where can I find you? Find Christian at the
What should I say?
password is Via Argentu, the path of silver.
What about the corpses here?
Do everything that's fine in.
What should I say to him?
Tell him the password.
I'll be with you.
사냥용 칼은 뭐냐?
God bless. Maybe next time then, sir.
나 어디서 자? 개떡 같네. 그러니까 여기 침대가 없네. 아, 숙소가 여기야?
Getting quite tired.
Let's talk about the problem.
Fine. Happy to be of service, sir.
What can you do? What's that,
I'm sorry. Really need to sleep.
What's that sound?
Excuse me. I could use some sleep.
Praise the Lord. Nothing to your liking, sir. You've no business here.
I could use some sleep. But of course, and I'd like to more at it. Let's talk about. I knew anyone can sleep like. What's new? I heard some, it seems, so you could try asking. He's offering a little job, and not just, and that's about it. I'd like to, there's no time. Where can I find, on the second floor, right across from the stairs. There's a green wreath on the wall there.
That's right.
Really need to sleep.
Excuse me.
Was that you? I could lay down for a bit.
Why are you fooling around with that door?
I feel like laying down.
Be on your way. What are you poking around that door for, eh?
맞는데?